The so-called wolf nights take place from the winter celebration of the new sun until the night from 5th to 6th January. It is the time frame when the new light shines in the darkness and brings new hope, but it is the time of uncertainty and fragility of the young sun. Survival is questionable, so this is the time of fear that the sun may not recover and thus revive new fertile cycle of Mother Earth. And so this time is full of different customs within all three mixed worlds, where the doors are now opened everywhere. All the customs have the intention of protecting the people and animals, as well as plans from evil forces, protecting the existence of light to be able to shine fully again, like the light within ourselves. After the winter solstice, the background of which we talked about in one of previous video presentations, the sun shifts. Namely, people said, okresi se dan obesi, which literally means the sun hangs in one place for 3 days, the same as at summer solstice. He is born, stays for 3 days in the same position, and then continues his journey through the darkness of wolf nights. On December 26th, we celebrate the so-called Stefanovo, Saint Stephen. The donation of bread to people and animals at this time is an ancient remnant of Veles cult, an underground deity who may be called differently in some places, to ensure peace and protection of domestic animals during the Veles reign, when we meet him as an old man with a limp leading a pack of wolves. Some of Slovenians call him Ponočni mož, which means the night man, who leads the wild hunt of loud, crazy spirits that follow him from the afterlife. The wild hunt we call Divja Jaga is also seen as a pack of feral dogs. In the east of Slovenia, however, he is known as Šent, which comes from Šentavi, which means lameness, limping, and people have always said that at this time he came to the house and took selected people and turned them into wolves. Livestock were not allowed to work during this time, and people were not allowed to eat meat. And so even today, in addition to a modernized, Christianized custom of blessing horses, animals also received the blessed pieces of bread. On St. Stephen's Day, a figurine of a horse is carried to the church so that it can return to the homestead blessed to protect the other animals. Votive figurines are a characteristic element of ancient rites, also from the pre-Christian times, which carried the same protective functions. Saint Stephen, however, does not have much to do with animals in general, nor with horses, although there is one legend that he tamed a horse. However, the prevailing opinion remains, and it was written down already in the 10th century, that Stephen replaced an old deity that was a protector of animals. On the 28th of December, we know of a custom, the Peškanje, so-called hitting day or spanking day. Beating with a wooden stick is also typical in some places for the springtime. At that time, young boys hit the girls with wooden sticks, thereby encouraging their fertility. Winter heating is also of similar importance. Ensuring fertility in this time is essential, as we choose the best seeds around Christmas time, and then we already plant the seeds for some seedlings in the winter. At the same time, because we are in open worlds now connected with all forces, this time also illustrates the fertility of ideas and new charted paths that lead to abundance. In the old days, the elderly hitting with sticks meant health, good marriage for the young, good breeding for the animals, and a good harvest for the trees. If you didn't give in to the hitting, you wouldn't have much luck in the following year. It is the best to use evergreen branches or those that green quickly, for example, hazel, willow, birch or juniper, or pine tree branch. The fact that children are the ones hitting with wooden sticks these days is the idea of Christianity, which obscured the old custom where it is a memory of the day when Herod had all newborns executed in search of Jesus. Throughout the wolf nights, we also encounter various masks that represent ghosts from the afterlife, as well as masks that ward off evil forces. In addition to the lame old man who leads the wolves and Divya Yaga, wild hunt, we also meet Pehtra Baba. Her similar character are Kvaterna Baba, Torka, and her adapted character appears as Pehta in well-known Kekec stories written by Josip van Dort that included many Slovenian mythological beings. The stories of Little Shepherd Kekec were even made into 3 movies. Pehtra Baba is a scary creature who guides the souls of dead children. Her character originates from the ancient perception of Great Mother, as she possesses both poles, where the light and fertility are represented by protection over women, later recognized by Lucia, Lucy, or Vehtra Baba, or the Golden Woman, who is the Queen of White Fairies. There are very well-known Pehtra Baba procession on the night of 5th January. The main goal is to ensure the fertility and the protection of animals and plants. Pehtra Baba is certainly the direct successor of the old goddess, the patroness of women, and this is shown in her assumed role of Predica, the weaving woman, who in a very cruel way scares and punishes all those who do not follow the rule that they must avoid spinning at this time. Various mythological creatures that depict Pehtra Baba or her character are also called Sredozimke, which literally means middle winter women. Her duality, as Mother Nature herself is reflected in their surviving custom of dressing in Pehtra Baba, who in some parts of Slovenia is like an ugly monster and in other parts as a beautiful woman. The custom of Pehtra Baba visiting houses is known still today in many parts of Slovenia. Especially during wolf nights, however, water also had magical powers. The elders ensured their health by washing on Holy Evening, and the young girls asked the water for suitable husbands. The end of wolf nights on January 6th is also the day when, according to a custom known for an unknown long time that was replaced by 3 kings, family members tore off pieces of ritual bread where the housewife needed a bean while baking. People used to use bob, which is an old type of legume. Whoever tore off a piece of bread that had a bean in it was called the Bean King, and it was this member that is expected to be particularly lucky next year. And so I hope the luck will come to you all as well. More about our heritage is available on our website svarunica.com, and we also invite you to our online boutique store.